Join us as we join the Black Los Angeles Young Democrats as they watch the State of the Union. I'm Michael Reel, and this is ReelUrbanNews.com. Brett, tonight, what did the president say that resonated with you?
What resonated to me was the moment when he called out Congress and said that they need to extend unemployment benefits for those individuals that need them. To me, that resonated because I know people that are on unemployment and need their benefits to be extended. So that stood out. That was one of the things that stood out to me. I also like this proposal about student loans and capping it at 10% for 10% of one's income as well.
Joy, what did the president say tonight in terms of women issues that you found interesting or spoke to your attention?
Definitely what he said, when women succeed, America succeeds. And I think that's very much true. As a woman, I find it very hard to stay in corporate America trying to go ladder. And my gender is always put in the forefront. So oftentimes my male counterparts don't see me as a leader, as someone that can really sit at the table and make decisions. So I really think that what he said is very much true, and I think that Americans need to take hold to it and really understand that, you know, we succeed and we run America. We don't run it, but we have a lot to offer.
So why is it important that we see organizations like this, Los Angeles Young Democrats? Why is this organization important to America?
This organization is important to me because it allows me to get involved. As a young adult, I'm really looking for other young adults who are passionate about politics, who really are engaged and really want to change policy. And so I love like-minded young people who are just active and getting other young people involved. So it's important so we can share ideas and we can make sure that our voice is heard.
The president addressed the nation tonight. From your perspective, Sean, what resonated with you?
Well, what really resonated with me was what he didn't say. The president touched upon a lot of issues such as immigration reform, but he hit the issues and he moved on because those are divisive issues. There's probably good political strategy, but I wish he would have spoken more about it in more detail. But I think what's most important is not necessarily this speech, but how he positions himself with the rest of Congress, how to act on some of these issues. He spoke about a lot of things today, and I think he stated things. He played the middle ground, which was very effective. He ended on a high note. I just wish that he would have given more details, but I understand why in this particular arena he did.
What's your hope for this White House?
Well, I hope the president can sum up his legacy, leave the White House with a great legacy. We're so proud that he's in the White House. He's facing a lot of challenges right now, and I want him to be able to rally Congress and find some sort of middle ground, and so that we can get things accomplished. But I think the true test is in that accomplishment.
All right, thank you. Very good. Challenges that you all see on the horizon for young African Americans and young people of color in terms of the political shift here in the country?
I think engagement is a big one, and that is one of the reasons why we incorporate social media in what we're doing, because we identify that is a big area where young Black folks or young folks of color engage voluntarily, and so we're trying to bend and meld that into the political process. We found that the most engaged that the Black demographic was in the 2008 election. For a lot of folks, that was the first time that they voted. That was the first time that they cared about federal politics. So what local Dem clubs do, we try to engage people in local municipal politics. And so engagement is definitely, I think, the biggest challenge that we have.
Darren, tell us about the Black Los Angeles Young Democrats.
Well, you know, a few years ago, a group of Black folks got together, Congresswoman Karen Vance's Liberal was a program, so you want to be an elected official. And from that group, we learned that a lot of folks from our demographic were necessarily interested in being elected officials. But folks would contribute some kind of way to the elected experience and be civically engaged. So from that group, you know, a group was born called the Black Los Angeles Young Democrats, a group that serves to activate the young black leaders through education, advocacy efforts, and through legislation as well.
Legislation. What has your organization done in terms of the legislative efforts?
Well, right off the bat, out of that meeting I mentioned a few minutes ago, a lot of folks within the group were hurting from student loans. I'm not sure if you know, but within the last 10 years, I believe that the cost of higher education has doubled. And so we told the congresswoman in that meeting that there has to be some way to where we can still, take risks and, make a better living for ourselves. And so the congresswoman, when she authored a bill up in Congress that addressed student loan reform with the rest of the law system.
These events are quite successful. They're well attended. How do you get the young people who look like you and talk like you? How do you get people to come out?
Well, folks, we work. So we don't want to go and sit at another, meeting and listen to other folks talk and pander about what should be done. So what we noticed within our initiatives that we organize a lot of events around happy hours. So tonight will be one of our social impact hours where we take an hour out of our day to talk about issues that are affecting us. Tonight, the State of the Union, around happy hours. They've been quite successful. In addition to some of our other events, such as politics and mimosas, where it usually happen over on Sundays, where we invite like an official also.